What up, sports fans? Salute to the East Coast, West Coast. Vegas strong, Alyork to the death. Woo! Y'all niggas know I love my classics, man. I can hear this shit all motherfucking day, man. Salute to all my beloved ones, man. Alyork Spizzorch, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'ma attack a few, you know what I'm saying, topics today, and I'ma holler at my co-host about that MELO situation. Cause I ain't have enough time yesterday, and I ain't wanna make it me on a show that's weak. But now that I'm doing my Alyork Sports show, it is what it is, nigga. Come and get it. Alyork Sports. Yeah. Let me get right to it before I just start letting loose, man. Alyork Sports show. We got a couple topics. First, we going to Miami, NBA, as LBJ took on his old Heat team and caught them niggas for 51. He dropped 51. Damn, I was looking for a prop bet on my app on the NBA. I couldn't find it, man. I knew he was going to go out there and show out. Show Pat Riley and them how great he is. That's how LBJ do, man. When he go back to Cleveland, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to drop at least 40 in Cleveland. You see? He just want to let the fans know that he that dude, and he always will be that dude. Like, they don't know, but LeBron just likes to make sure about shit. Let me give you a couple numbers. He went 19 for 31, 6 for 8 on 3, 7 for 10 on the foul line, 8 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 51 bangers, man. As the 9-7 Lakers, and they beat the 6-10 Miami Heat. Damn, Miami Heat. I mean, they got the big man over there, you know what I'm saying, Whiteside, but they just, I don't know, man. They ain't going to make the playoffs, man. Them and the Cavaliers, man. You know what I mean? They just not, man. Wade's just too old. You know, they still got Udonis Haslem over there. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, when LeBron, one thing I can say about LeBron, when he leaves somewhere, it turns into trash like ASAP. So that's another credit I'm going to give to LeBron, to those who think I be hating on LBJ. Now we're going to scoot over. We're going to go to NFL games. I got this new thing I'm doing where I'm going to start doing all the upsets of the week. Not bad beats. That's Scott Van Pelt. I ain't doing Scott Van Pelt. I'm doing Alyork Sports. First upset yesterday was in the Mercedes Stadium as the Dallas Cowboys beat the Atlanta Falcons 22-19 in a real good game. I gave out 3 games on my show yesterday. I went 1 and 2. I've been like, last 3 weeks, I don't know what the fuck's been going on. But this is the one that on my head. I took the under 50.5. They scored a total of like, what was it, like 41. So that one kind of easy. I mean, that was like 6-3 at half or 3-3 at half. But the moral of the story was Ezekiel Elliott ran over that beat-up Atlanta Falcons defense. And, you know, they just beat up, man. And even at that, they still only gave up 22 points. You would think with that high-engine offense they had with so-called Matty Ice, that my co-host loves calling him that, or the ESPN niggas love calling him that. I call him Mediocre Matt. Because you can't name a dude Ice if he don't win big games. To me, the word ice came out back in the days when you can hit those shots when it counted. You know what I mean? Or you're dropping 50 every day. So in football terms, I would have to break it down where he's got to close out these games. He ain't close out the Super Bowl. He ain't close out last year's playoff loss to the Eagles. Ain't nothing ice about him, man. He mediocre, Matt. Or, you know, or above, maybe above mediocre. But take the ice out of Matt's name because he is not that. 22-19, Dallas Cowboy, they were +3. If you took them, they won outright. Another upset, or matter of fact, before I even go to that, let me give you some numbers from yesterday's game. Dak Prescott went 22 for 32 for 208. Ezekiel Elliott, 23 rushes, 122 yards, and 7 catches for 79. So he almost had 200 yards combined. Ezekiel Elliott tore it up yesterday. It was his day. You know, mediocre Matt went 24 for 34, 291, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. Tevon Coleman, 8 rushes, 58 yards. Julio Jones, 6'4", 118 yards receiving. That was game 1. The second upset was the Detroit Lions beating the Carolina Panthers in a real good game. I mean, it was a real good game. They beat them 20-19. They were going back and forth. Yo, Rivera, I don't care if it's half of his name is Gamble, Rivera, whatever. Rivera, you got to stop making these stupid-ass fucking calls, man. Cam Newton went all the way downfield and tied that shit up late. then you go for the 2-point conversion. I want to know what difference it would have made. Okay, if you make the 2-point conversion, you're up 1, but Detroit still has a minute. So either way, if you kick it and tie it, Detroit still has to go downfield at least to like the 35-40 of yard to attempt or maybe 55-60 yard field goal. So where I'm lost at, I could see if it was like maybe 10 seconds and you just felt like you just wanted to end the game because you didn't trust in your defense or whatever, you gave up 20 points the whole game. Defense played really good. You should have went for the tie, try to get a stop, and then win in overtime. I do not understand the science. I always thought you should have got fired. You're a great coordinator on defense. You're not a great head coach. You got a bunch of nice dudes over there. Let me give you some numbers that Cam Newton put. Cam Newton went 25 for 37 for 357. You know what I mean? Then you had Christian McCaffrey, 13 rushes, 53 yards. That kind of took him out the game. And DJ Moore had 7 receptions for 157, 1 touchdown. As for Matt Stafford, Stafford went 23 for 37 for 220. Kerryon Johnson, 15 rushes, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. And Kenny Galladay got 8 receptions for 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Rivera. I can understand, like I said, you want to make these gambles on 4th and 1 for midfield, fine. You do not do your team like this. They went all the way downfield with like a couple minutes, punched it in, and you reward them by going for 2 points, knowingly that that's like 50-50 to make. That extra point is 65 to 7, not even 75 to 80% of making it. Bad choice. You pay for it, and I hope that you learned your lesson. Because I'm not saying you stole the game for them, but you could at least give them a fair shot to go to overtime and win it outright. Trying to go for that 2-point conversion. I can see if y'all made every 2-point conversion. No, them things are like 50-50, man. 55-45 max. You know what I'm saying? So that's another upset. Let me go to the last upset, which was at Los Angeles and Chargers and the Denver Bronco game. A real good game. Chargers was basically up the whole game. And Denver went downfield late, 123-22. Case Keenum made it happen. I'm not a fan of Case Keenum the way he's playing at Denver, but he definitely led his troops all the way downfield for that winning score. Threw that deep pass to Sutton, set him up for field goal range. Field goal kicker McMathis banged it in, won the game for them. Salute to the Denver Broncos, who were actually +7 in that game. So you had Cowboys +3 loss. You had Lions +4. No, Cowboys +3 won outright. Lions +4 won outright. And Denver +7 won outright. And let me give you a few numbers of that game before I move on. Case Keenum, 19 for 32, 205. Phillip Lindsay had 11 rushes, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lindsay had a great game running. And Courtney Sutton, 3 receptions, 78 yards, and that big catch at the end. And then Phillip Rivers had like a real great game. I mean, Phillip's always getting like 300, but this time he went 28 for 43, 401 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. I'm pretty sure he'll give up the 400 yards for the victory, but he still had a great game. Melvin Gordon, 18 for 69. Keenan Allen, 9 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. So those were your 3 upsets. Now, before I move on, let me let y'all know we will be back on www.dbtv.com. Once again, www.dbtv.com. My man John Styles owns that platform. The pickup show will be back in mid-February. You know, work don't stop. You see me working right now. We're going to keep working, man. We're going to do what it takes, man. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Mid-February, we'll be back, but we on every Sunday in Club Cheaters, but not Thanksgiving weekend. Not this weekend. Doc's got to go see his family. I'm going to take care of a few things, but we'll be back on the 30th on. We're going to be back through the playoffs, so make sure y'all come in, man. Enjoy the festivities, man. We giving out tickets. We're having fun. We got donuts, coffee, you know, T-shirts, all type of shit going on, man. We always have a blast over there. Ask, you know what I mean? Ask Slim Pickens, you know, man, Slim. Ask Jay Boogie. Ask Nina, ask Christy, everybody that come through, Jeffrey. These are all people that come through every effing week, and they always leaving with shit. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. Let me heavy up, because I already clicked 10 minutes. I'm going to have time for one more subject. I wanted to do two, but I'm going to do one. We're going to go back to Carmelo Anthony with my man Doc. Big Doc. When we were talking yesterday, I told him, he's just a shooter. If he can't hit no shots, there's nothing else he offers to the game of basketball. Can't rebound, can't give assists, doesn't play no defense, can't set no picks, doesn't get any steals. Carmelo Anthony to me is a pure shooter. Now, when I told him he's a pure shooter, what I really meant was all he can do is shoot. He took it as, oh, he ain't no pure shooter. Jim Paxson's a pure shooter. Reggie Miller's a pure shooter. Ray Allen's a pure shooter. Okay, you want to throw those names? Even though I told you that those were the greatest shooters ever. So all because they're the greatest ever doesn't mean that MELO is not a pure shooter. But I'm going to give you some statistics with your big ass mouth. Talk about, you know basketball more than me. Dog, I love you to death. That's my weakest sport, and I still will go to war with you on basketball because it's not weak. It's just between the other ones. It's probably the less one I really feel, but I'm still there. Trust me, my dude. Let me give you some numbers, bro. MELO's a career 45% field goal shooter, right? You know 80% of his shots is jump shots. MELO don't go to the hole like that unless it's a fast break. Now, let me give you some numbers from other pure shooters that he matches up with. Reggie Miller, 47%. Larry Bird, 49%, but that's because Bird shoots them 10-footers. He can shoot the threes. He goes for layups. Bird got so many weapons on open, there's no way to stop him. But he is a pure shooter if it came down to that three-point contest, etc. Ray Allen, this is the name you bring up. 45% field goal shooter. Just like MELO. Let me give you another name. Dale Ellis, 47%. Stephen Curry, 47%. Klay Thompson, yes. The Klay Thompson you know from Dub Nation, 45%. What are you saying, dog? MELO's 45. And if you take out MELO's last 4 years, which is his most horrible field goal percentage years, beside maybe year one, he's played 17 seasons. He'll be 46.5% on field goals. And another thing he does that I forgot to mention yesterday, he shoots these long shots with D on them. He don't have to go around 5 picks like Reggie Miller. Not that Miller needs that, but what I'm trying to say is he creates his own shot while everybody has to go through picks and all that. Now, I'm not here trying to big MELO up because I think he's finished, but facts are facts, dogs. He's a pure shooter / scorer. Karl Malone is a scorer / rebounder. Abdul-Jabbar, scorer / rebounder. That's the difference. Anthony's a pure shooter / scorer. So you need to get this figured out. I got the numbers right here in front of me, dog. You could go look them up. Go to NBA's career stats, punch in their name, and it'll give you all the stats you need, bro. I'm telling you, man, I do this, man. I love you to death. I'm going to let it go right here because you're my brother. But even my brother, I got to check sometimes. So keep that shit in mind, bro. Even my own brother, I got to check sometimes. So salute to the pickup show. We be back the 30th. John Styles, we love you. Holly Hot Wheels, you already know what it is. CC, we see you soon. We're going to get this back together and get this shit popping. All right? So here's yours truly, the Alyork Sports Show, giving y'all the business, man. And I'm going to give y'all this Thursday, when I give y'all my free picks, who's my Super Bowl favorite to win it all. Because I can't do it now. I got 15 minutes running. It's going to be 20, 30 minutes. I'll give you that on Thursdays. So y'all tune in. Salute to the East Coast, West Coast. Vegas strong. LES to the death.